A time when extremists from both communities could well increase their threats of firebombing and destruction. Huge celebratory bonfires are being lit by Protestants on 1,000 street corners across the province. Fires that kindle smouldering resentment among Catholics. And stuck in the middle is the Northern Ireland Fire Brigade.
Roger, there's been severe gunfire and explosions within the area within the last half hour.
They have to pick up the pieces when the marches come to town. Across the province, the atmosphere is tense. A single spark could ignite a firestorm. Many of the Protestant marches planned for the week ahead will pass through Catholic areas. White Watch has been called out to one of them, the Lower Ormo Road.
I don't think we're actually going to get there, fellas, because there's a great crowd up there.
A shopfront has been ram-raided and petrol-bombed. Shots were heard earlier and a hostile crowd is reported to be gathering.
Those gunshots weren't too far away.
Billy Charteris, leading firefighter on White Watch, won't deploy his men until he knows it's safe.
Now, hang on, there's a mob up there left there, boys. Just be careful.
Officer 022, proceeding with caution. Can you ask Officer 021 to hang back, over?
The Officer 021 acknowledge, over.
Officer 021, message received, over. Take him up that corner so we can hang a right quickly, alright? We have to go quick, we'll be heading right there.
While the Army and the IUC position themselves to move the crowd down the road, Billy and his men can only wait.
021 from Officer 07, over.
021, sir, over.
Behind me, reversing, over.
As received.
Beyond the shop, the road is blocked by burnt-out vehicles, so the crew reverse down to the fire to make sure they don't get trapped. There may be a heavy police presence, but the fire crew themselves are defenseless. That's why they never deploy more men than the job demands. The brigade frequently comes under attack while working. This fire is deliberate. Arson has become a regular instrument of political protest. The men of violence lurking in the shadows are the biggest threat of all.
What BA's on? You want the BA's off? No, not yet. Just not do it yet, but to go by the way back. Okay. I'll send a BA in and get in the hand. Back control from Alpha 021. Alpha 021 is my control point for this incident.
Steel shutters on the building have stopped the fire spreading inside, so the breathing apparatus or BA team is put on hold.
Will you go monitor channel 1 on the plants here?
Here is barely out when there's another petrol bombing just a few hundred yards down the road.
Yeah. Boy, there's something well. I can see it burn there.
Across the city, emergency calls like this are pouring in from the ordinary people of Belfast. They're being terrorized by a wave of firebombings designed to inflict the maximum damage. Fires that the extremists on both sides have no wish to see put out. White Watch face an inferno. Petrol bombs have set the front of this business well ablaze. The fire now threatens a neighbouring workshop. 2 large water jets are immediately called up as the Assistant Divisional Officer, Chris Kerr, decides his plan of attack. As the firefighters go about their work, they must always be wary of onlookers. Some may try to obstruct their efforts. Politically, the fire brigade is strictly neutral. It rarely calls on the IUC for support. This time, though, the police presence is just as well. It gives them a chance to get on with the job. The trail of flame into the yard, burning like a fuse, signals an even greater danger, the presence of fuel tanks. There's the smell of petrol and the risk of an explosion. The fire team must work fast.
What's that petrol or something? So just keep spraying it. That's those drums. That's those drums are leaking.
As feared, it's not long before someone objects to what they're doing.
What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? I'm not doing anything, mate. Back off. Back off. All right? I just watch yourself. I got restless there. I'm not moving off here because there's a problem with some of the natives. They've already had a go at Paul and I'm not leaving these boys here, you know, on their own, alright?
Back at the scene of the fire, the wooden roof of the workshop is now in danger of going up. An entry team equipped with breathing apparatus and an extra hose is called in. The special helmet worn by Jackie Carson carries a camera which projects thermal images onto his visor. Inside the building, it allows him to trace the pattern of the fire through the dense smoke and pick out the hot spots.
Carl, more pressure to hose ring. More pressure to hose ring.
Say again, Jackie, over.
So more hosing and pressure to Carl. More hosing and pressure. Let's go.
Rob, more pressure on the hose ring for the BA men. Can you give him another 1 bar? Sorry, lads, 6 We'll give you 45.
The pressure on the smaller hose still isn't enough to fill the roof space, so a more powerful 45mm jet is brought in.
We're going to need a fourth one to go across. On the top of the roof. That's the first way. Yeah. It's starting to get a hold. Okay.
We're getting our way through here. We're getting our way through. Let's go well. Let's go well. We're getting it.
Above Jackie's head, a fourth jet moves in to tackle the higher flames. More than 1,000 litres of water a minute is now being pumped onto the blaze.
We've got the roof, push the roof stop down, Paul. We're just trying to bring hot spots down, over.
Alright, okay. Jackie, I've been instructed from the ADO to let you know to come out now, over. I'll take the jet out, please. Go ahead.
Billy's men finally have the fire under control. It's taken them an hour, but as the flames die down, anger flares in the crowd. Now it's the turn of the RUC to control the situation. The brigade stays well clear.